I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, in a previous video, I was talking about Rubiel Mosquera, aka Neckzilla. He just earned his pro card at the Prague, the amateur show. The next day, he jumped into the Prague Pro, and he placed third in a good lineup behind Samson Dowda and Michal Krizo. Now, Rubiel, like a few that preceded him, came from the Elite Pro with a lot of hype behind them. People were touting as being the next Mr. Olympia, although two of them, Michal Krizo, who was in this show, and Andrew Jack, have done well. They were in two Olympias, both moved up in placings in their second Olympia, but didn't quite match the hype, didn't meet the expectations of them as fast as people were expecting. Now comes this Rubiel Mosquera, and I wanted to be quick to say that we shouldn't jump to conclusions and start calling him a future Mr. Olympia. Let's give it a little time. But I didn't know too much about him either. Now, I did a little research on him, and I went back and I was watching the videos from the Prague Pro and analyzing the pictures more and more. And after learning a little bit about his history, he might, and let me emphasize, might end up being the real deal. No pun intended, considering Chris Cormier, the real deal, is actually working with him now. He might turn out to be a real deal. He's only 28 years old. Now, we see pictures of him when he was 21 years old, 7 years ago, before he started training. He was muscular. He wasn't big, but he was muscular. You look at his physique, you can tell that he's genetically predisposition for muscle. Starts training, and he morphed into what we see at the moment. Chris Cormier met him about a year ago and was talking with him and found out a little bit about him and tried to give him some advice to help him along the way. Now, according to Chris, he wasn't really training right. His diet wasn't right for a bodybuilder. But look at the results he got. Pretty damn amazing. It makes you wonder, what if he was training properly all along and got a hold of his nutrition, got it down packed all along? What kind of progress would it be made instead? Looking at the footage from the Prague Pro, let me say this first. He has a side chest, side triceps, and a most muscular that are mighty impressive. And I will go as far as saying this: those three poses, if he was really in Olympia conditioning, he can beat just about excuse me, just about anybody out there in those poses. Yes, it's only 3 poses, and 3 poses wouldn't win a show. But I'm just trying to emphasize how impressive he really is. And if he would have placed second above Michal Krizo, keep in mind, Krizo, his first Olympia, I think he placed 11th. He just placed 7th, so he's ranked 7th in the world. If the judges would have placed him, Rubiel would have placed ahead of Krizo, I don't think you would have too many arguments from the fans and from the bodybuilding world in general. He was that impressive. He beat Nathan Deasha, who has placed, I believe, as high as 8th in the Olympia, has won a lot of pro shows and has won some pro shows just recently. That says a lot. Once again, I'm going to say this. We shouldn't jump to conclusions and assume right away that this guy is going to be the next Mr. Olympia. But I think we're going to see him move much faster through the ranks than we're seeing Andrew Jack and Michal Krizo. Just my opinion on this. You might agree or disagree. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.